Hello, everybody. Welcome back. All right, so first off, the winner of yesterday's tote bag that had the Sagittarius on it, that is going to Tony Adams. I have to double check. I'm saying this right. Yes, Tony Adams. Okay. Sorry, I've got to make sure that I said that right. And so, Tony, if you would take a look in the description box, you will see that my email is right there. Just copy and paste it. Send me a quick little email. Let me know where in the world you would like me to mail this little prize to. And do double check that you send me the correct mailing address also that you want it mailed to. And then I will get back to you within 24 hours of hearing from you and let you know what day I'll be shipping that out to you. Okay. Now for the prize today, if you should choose to enter to win, it's a little box. Sorry, I've kind of already have it half slid open because I wanted to be easily able to access it. So if you would like to enter today, it's actually a little combo. It's a ring and then also a heart-shaped pendant necklace. It's all white based primarily because I thought it would be nice to do something kind of matched a little bit. But yeah, this is the protective, the Greek mati. So the little protective eye there that kind of wards off negativity and just, hey, with all of the terrible weather patterns and everything that's so stressful right now, who doesn't need more thoughts of good vibes and protective energy? And I send everybody all my love and all my support right now. If you are caught up in these tremendous storms, I'm thinking of everybody globally right now. So now I will tell you guys who the winner is tomorrow on this. If you want to enter to win, you can just write protection. And I think that's just maybe a really great word anyway, because it kind of sends that vibe out in general. So we'll just keep that nice and simple. All right. So now to jump into this story. Also, I wanted to mention I have had a handful of prizes that are not claimed yet. This is kind of the final day. If anybody wants to go back through and check with any of the previous videos I posted to see if you were one of the winners, you basically have until tomorrow, because tomorrow, so October the 1st, I will go live and I'm just going to give away, I think there's like 4 prizes that were never claimed by someone. So if you have a chance and you entered to win, you might want to double check the videos we've posted lately. You'll find all of the bonus general message videos in a playlist that is called that. So nice and easy to spot that. Okay. But yeah, so tomorrow probably right around, we'll probably be in the earlier morning, probably right around 10 a.m. I'm going to go live and give those items away. Okay. So it'll just be to whoever is live with me. So make sure you watch for that tomorrow morning at 10 a.m. And that is going to be Pacific Standard Time. Okay. Now for this storyline, every once in a while, my dog, he just kind of shows me that he's growing up, but he still is a little baby puppy, and he has a couple of these funny little habits. I used to call him the sock monster. He would always grab my socks and run around. He didn't hurt them or rip them up. He just liked to grab my socks and run like a little greased piggy through the house. And it was just cute because he just did that today, and then rolled on his back and just bats him around. It's pretty cute. It's actually more like a cat with a ball of yarn. But all I can say is sometimes it's endearing to look at something and go, oh, I remember that, so it's just a sweet memory for me. So I don't know if that's going to factor into our storytelling or not today, but here we go. We start out with confidence. There's not just an element of confidence here, but there is an element of maturity. So it's funny that I'm talking about my dog being, like throwback moments to his little puppyhood. But the fact that we are looking at the way confidence sometimes within us, it grows with our sense of wisdom. Our confidence sometimes can take a real hit, and it's actually through our, like our journey in life that we regain our confidence. So look at how gorgeous she is. Isn't she like regal? And she stands here with the owl on her shoulder. So like her ancestors are with her all the way. And I feel like that's really where some of the confidence is that we're talking about. It's not just like personal confidence, like, oh, I know I look fly, but it's also the confidence to know that the ancestors have her back, or, however you want to interpret that. But there is a spiritual component to this where somebody feels like, yeah, you know what? I'm confident that I'm going to be protected. There's that word again, protection. no, I feel like this is an element where it's like, no matter what's going on, no matter how difficult life is, I'm still that I'm going to find myself where I need to be at the right moment, at the right place and time, either to benefit myself or so that I can be there to help others. Oh, wow. We have the Emperor and we have the Chariot. Well. Interesting, because I would look at this very much as a divine masculine and feminine counterpart here. An Emperor is extremely powerful. An Emperor is a protector. An Emperor is somebody who comes in and has no problem taking charge of a situation, especially a situation where, if there's been upheaval. An Emperor is the individual who can walk right in and say, all right, here's what we're going to do. We're going to put out these fires. We're going to get everything moving smooth again. It's just this commanding presence where everybody feels safer for having that energy in the room. But in this story so far, we have an Emperor who is charging forward, an Emperor who is taking charge. Now, let's ask specifically about the confidence card, because is this that we have a divine feminine who is confident that an Emperor is on their way to her? Oh, we have an Empress in the reverse. So when we talk about the confidence card, you know what I said before with sometimes we can have our confidence knocked and we have to rebuild it over time. I feel very much like we're dealing with a divine feminine. And sure enough, now here we have an Emperor and an Empress, right? At one point in time, this Empress really had to rebuild herself. But again, she's standing here now saying, oh no, nothing rattles me anymore. Oh yeah, once upon a time, because honestly, to me, an Empress in the reverse is someone who's had their confidence shaken. This is someone who's suffered at the hands of, someone who didn't treat them well. They've been mistreated. They've felt not good enough. They've gone through all of those things. That's not who our lead character is anymore. But now we see why she had to regain her confidence. It's because as an Empress who kind of is made to doubt her own worth for a little while. And in fact, I'm going to say it this way. I feel like we're talking about a character right now who in their younger years might have never been treated the way an Empress should be treated. Now, remember, I don't read for genders. So this could be, even though I'm talking divine masculine, divine feminine, this could still all be the same gender, in both Emperor and Empress, or swapped roles. But we're going to refer to her as her just because it's easiest for, clarity of the characters. But this Empress, when she was, maybe in her late teens, early 20s, 30s, even 40s, and maybe she was really struggling with being treated well. Maybe she didn't even think of herself as an Empress because she never had an opportunity to really grow into that role. If we're in a really difficult set of circumstances, we may have a tarnished view of ourselves and be unable to see ourselves maybe as a competent, amazing individual. But then something has happened in this divine feminine's life where she got to this maybe an age or maybe a phase of her life where she said, you know what? Look at how much I've had to handle alone. Look at who I am today. Look at how I became the individual that I am. I realize now this tough journey I've been on has continuously shaped me. And all along, even though it may not have seemed like it, my ancestors have had my back. And I feel wise now and I feel powerful now. And I can look back at who I used to be. And I'm aware that first, 20, 30, 40 years of my life were not easy. And that's why I didn't know what an Empress I was, but I sure know it now. It's not maybe because her life has gotten easier, but it is because she, especially with this Knight of Cups now, she's, I feel like this is a mature individual who's stepping into a second youth. This is somebody who's going to look gorgeous. Like possibly, this could be somebody who's like 55, 65, 70, and they've never looked better than they do today. And they can look in the mirror and they know it also. The dignity that they carry themselves with, the something about their flair, they're really standing in their most powerful phase of their life, their most powerful age. And it's interesting because this is when all the good stuff comes in for them. Earlier years might have been really tough, but now here they are in this second segment of life, and it's like, step aside because I am more fun loving, more sexy, more vivacious, more outgoing, and also calm, serene, and like capable of holding my head high than I've ever been in my life. So it's an interesting blend to see for this character. Her confidence is here precisely because she didn't maybe have an opportunity to develop that confidence earlier in life because life was a struggle at one point. That's an empress who didn't know that she was an empress until a little bit later on, or wasn't treated as one until a little later on. So now let's jump back over here to that emperor. And that, I mean, because now we see that we've got this really powerful individual who I gotta say, it looks like the emperor is headed right toward her, right? What's funny here is that I would almost identify this feminine as someone who is more than an empress at this point. So somehow she kind of bypassed being an empress and went right into something even more potent and even more powerful. This emperor, we saw that we just got that 7 of cups. The emperor is on one hand definitive, coming forward, racing in, and then we get to this place of, I don't know why the wizard is stopping him. We have this like Merlin standing here going, wait. Why do we have to wait for a moment on this emperor's entrance? The Fool. You know why? This is kind of a fun story. The reason they're being asked to wait for just a moment is because this emperor can't come in too serious. This is a mature, older character typically also. Now, certainly, they don't have to be older because people can be old souls, right? And still be really youthful. And people certainly live intense lives and difficult things that, make them mature way faster. So, but for the sake of this story, what I'm going to say is this emperor would also be someone who's, 50s, 60s, 70s, and they are perhaps being asked to make sure that you loosen up, make sure that you jump forward when you come to capture the heart of this divine feminine. Come forward in this playful, delightful energy. It's wonderful that you're serious, but just like we've seen her go from a difficult phase of life to a more powerful version of herself, but now she's also with that Knight of Cups. She's ready to like date and flirt like she was 21. This emperor is being asked to show up, and I don't take this the wrong way. I don't know how else to say this because the word keeps coming in my head. Don't show up as a fuddy-duddy where it's like, because we might be more mature in age, we have to be like boring, or we have to say, oh, well, I've slowed way down. This kind of romance that is budding between these two is going to give them both wings. They're both going to feel so youthful. And this is a great time for them both to reclaim and recapture that youthful attitude, that joyful, just silly, flirty, sexy fun. This could be two people that are in an advanced age, right? Maybe they're going out on their first blind date or something, and here they are 65, and it's like they feel just like they're 21. And so the date could be fun and silly like they're 21, whatever. You go and eat ice cream, just lighthearted fun, flirty texts, whatever this is. There is this youthful energy that's what the emperor is being asked to. Before you approach her, yes, she wants an emperor, but she also wants somebody who is in as youthful spirit as she is. And so let yourself be that youthful, because you are that youthful. And they too reclaim, look at this, both of them seem like they're de-aging. They go from this serious, kind of like patriarch of a kingdom to this, like, I don't know what's going to happen. This is so fun. This is so exciting. I feel like the first time I ever, took a trip by myself and, really spread my wings to fly. Like, that's the energy for this emperor to come in with. And so it's nice because the emperor is getting license to be youthful and fun-loving and spontaneous and hilarious and goofy. These two have a chance to have the sweetest, funnest, goofiest, most youthful, most engaging I want to say date. That's what it seems like. Like these two are meeting up for a date. We had the Two of Swords. Oh my gosh. And they're both not knowing and a little nervous about, okay, what are they going to think? Is this the first time that these two characters are meeting each other? We have two cards of travel, one for her, one for him. It is possible that these two could be people who met online and they're about to meet face to face for the first time, or it is a blind date. I already said that at some point. There is this lovely energy of like that we both have butterflies, and the energy here is like, keep the butterflies going, enjoy the butterflies going. On the, and just, oh wow, 10 of Swords. I feel like for the two of them to meet each other eyeball to eyeball, it will be a big step for both of these characters. A really big step. It's a fresh lease on life, and it will be a moment where they both go, oh my gosh, like maybe each one of these characters had a dismal background. Maybe each one of them had a difficult relationship. Again, we already saw that at one point she didn't feel much like an empress. Now she's confident and powerful. But this could be two people who had really gone through the ringer in relationships. Maybe they stayed for a lot of years. I mean, 10 of Swords to me denotes passage of time. And when they finally get a chance to have this date with one another, I think that the vibrancy and the exuberance that they both bring to the table is going to help each one of them seal that final. It's like if there was anything left a little unfinished with the memories of their exes or the memories of what they've been through in past romances that sucked, if there was anything left that they were still releasing, when these two meet each other eyeball to eyeball, that is the final moment where they both are able to let loose and laugh. Like maybe neither one of them had a partner in the past that could laugh, that could be fun. Maybe they both, when they meet each other, it's like, oh my God, you're such a breath of fresh air. Like I've never dated somebody who was fun. I've never dated somebody like that was going to make me feel alive. This was the thing, that final little piece of nervousness is what they cast aside, and the final memory of days gone by, relationships that failed. Those things have lightened everything up when they meet each other face to face, because neither one of them is their exes. Neither one of them is in this headspace of like, okay, so this is going to be a romance, and it's going to be really hard, and it's going to be, I'm guarded and I don't know about this. Like neither one is walking in with that. They're both walking in with butterflies, to be silly, to be fun. That, you know what, I gotta say, I want to backtrack on one thing that I said. They may not be advanced age at all. This could simply represent, when we gain wisdom because we've gone through things, this may have nothing to do with a chronological age. It may just have to do with both of these individuals, because of what they've been through. They could have been feeling like, yeah, I'm wise. I've lived a lot in my young years. I've really been through it. And maybe I even have felt kind of like maybe old before my time. But they're both realizing it was because I was in a situation that was like aging me. And now that I'm free of that, and now that I'm meeting somebody new and I'm feeling what romance can be like and what excitement can be like, there is this youthful energy, right? We started out with me saying that about my dog. Like he was all like my baby puppy all over again, even though he's getting, pushing toward 2 years old now. So I just feel like there's this lovely sense of youthfulness in this story. So I'm going to leave this one here. Thank you guys so much for being with me. Thank you for liking, sharing, subscribing. If you do indeed enjoy my storytelling, thank you for being here. It's the only way my free channel can exist is with your guys' free support. So giving this video a thumbs up, subscribing to the channel, that is all awesome. And thank you so much. And the reason I'm doing these giveaways on my channel on this series of videos is because this is how I thank my subscribers each year. I always do some giveaways. And so usually I do it a little closer to the holidays. This year I just started a little bit earlier. So, all right, you guys, thanks again for being amazing. And remember, at the end of the day, I am a storyteller, not a psychic. So I hope that you enjoy my art for what it is. All right, take care. Bye.